Hello, lovely. How are you? Good. Welcome to Ego. It's lovely to have you here. I'm Nicola, and today I'll be measuring your ego. So, let me just check you in. Okay, can I just get your full name? Great. Your date of birth? Wonderful. I don't have a contact number for you. Can I just take one, please? Thank you. Excellent. And can I just get your address? Great. Just your postcode. Thank you. Excellent. That's good. And do you have an email address? Thank you. Great. Would you like to opt in or out of marketing? Or it will just be from us. Offers, news, updates, and different things like that. Okay? Wonderful. So you're all checked in and I have all your information. But I must ask you, what brings you to Ego? Well, obviously we want to measure your ego, but what particular reason? Oh. Okay. Well, that makes sense. So, a little bit conflicting then. You've got some who say you're really big-headed, and then others that say that you're really insecure. A bit of a mix then. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so you just wanted to come and prove them wrong. All right. Yeah. So, what do you think? Do you think you have a big ego? Or do you think not? Okay. Let me just jot that down. So, conflicting. Yeah. And who are these people? Ah, okay. Good. And you think your ego is... Okay, that's good. Right. So, what are you recommended here? Okay. Ah, and where was that? Great, can you just jot that down? I like to see how advertising is working. How is your mental health? I know that's quite a broad question, but do you have a good mental health or do you suffer with anything in particular? Okay. Would you say you get insecure at all? Okay. Do you ever brag? Not just sharing your achievements, but I mean like excessively brag. And do you put others down to make yourself feel better and look better? So if something good happens to you, would you rub it in people's faces? Okay. Oh, yeah, that may be a little bit of bragging. Right. And you don't see anything wrong with that? Well, I think it's the way it's done. I mean, I'm all for sharing achievements and, being public about things. It's very important to be proud of yourself and think positive, all right? That's very important. But sometimes people can be very arrogant and just love themselves a bit too much. I mean, I always say we should love ourselves and accept us for who we are, and we should be proud of who we are and always be us. It's very important that. But sometimes people only care about themselves, and that's where they become arrogant, big-headed, selfish, and they can often put others down, sometimes unintentionally. So, for example, you could be going, oh, I've had this bought for me, that bought for me, and it's continuous, and then you're like, oh, I've hit this milestone, or I've done that, I've done this. But sometimes other people can feel bad about that, and they feel inadequate, and that they're not as good, if that makes sense. So then you make that person feel a bit worthless and not so good about themselves. Does that make sense? Yeah, so there's a different line. So where would you say you are on that line? I mean, have you ever had anyone tell you that you make them feel inadequate? What about them? You make them feel sad, stressed, jealous? Okay, and what's that? Okay. And how did you react to that? That's not a very good way to react. No, because then that comes across even more arrogant. Exactly, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to put people down. It's really important that you always uplift people. It's very important that you make others feel good about themselves. Be kind to everybody. There's no reason to make people feel upset or anything like that. Embrace your life and others. Yeah, I think it's really important that. Exactly. So I can sort of see why you have the some saying that you are arrogant, and I can see why you've got some that say you're not. Yeah, we want you sort of be in the middle, really. We don't want you to be insecure and negative, but we don't want you to be over the top and big-headed. Okay, yes. But like I say, always love yourself, respect yourself, okay, and be proud of who you are and your achievements and share them. It's very important. But it's how you do it that matters, okay? Good. Let me just jot that down. Oh no, it doesn't make you a bad person at all. No, I mean, we do get bad people in life, and some people do enjoy hurting others, but usually nobody likes hurting anybody, and it is done accidentally, unintentionally, okay? So, you may have done nothing to upset these people, but your actions have offended them somehow. And it's very difficult to know how somebody's going to react or how somebody feels about what you've said or done. It's very hard. Yeah, because everybody's different. We've all got our own personalities, our traumas, health issues, our mental health issues. We've all got our own thing in life, okay? And that is normal, all right? But sometimes, people get offended, things come across wrong. Some people think you're rude when you're not being rude. Some people think you're being blunt and horrible. But I think sometimes being straight to the point is good. There's no point beating around the bush. Do you know what I mean? Some people go around everything and dodging it, and it just escalates. It's just easier to just come out with it and say it as it is. It's very important that. But do it in a way that's respectful. Don't shut people down or make them feel worthless, or just say it as it is. Be honest, truthful. It's very important. Exactly. Yes, exactly that. Then people will feel, they respect you more for being honest, because that is a trait which some people get naturally. Some people kind of do it and they don't mean to do it if they've got certain issues, for example. But some do it deliberately, but are blunt, but in a horrible way. Yeah. So, for example, if you're giving constructive criticism, that is brilliant. It's always great if you are wanting it. And it does help people to develop and get better. But there is criticism which is unhealthy. Exactly. Yes, that's right. So, somebody can think that they're giving you constructive criticism when it's actually just offensive. Exactly. So, you could be saying something and it comes across as judgmental, horrible, criticising them and not respecting them, but you think it's fine and you're just being helpful when actually it's not helpful. Yes, exactly, it's not helpful. Because, if you're offering help to somebody or giving them advice, it just has to be helpful. Whereas if you're just doing it to offload or put somebody down, or just because you can say it and you can get away with it, it doesn't make that right. Exactly. See, you are learning. Exactly. So, it is great to offer advice and, support, but sometimes people give that when it's not even asked. For example, if you are online, social media, people think because you're behind a keyboard or a screen, you can say what you want and it doesn't affect people. But things do affect people. Okay? And they automatically think, oh, you're on social media, so I can judge you. But that's not always the right way to go. Yeah. Let me just jot that down. Great. So, are you happy with yourself? Do you feel that you could be better? How? Okay. Yes, it's good to recognise things, but that doesn't matter. I'm here to help you, but I'm here to measure your ego. That is the important thing. I like to offer advice along the way. But I could be here all day, so, best not chat too much. Great. Wonderful. So, there's nothing else you'd like to tell me or discuss with me? Okay, wonderful. So I am going to just load up there. Excellent. Oh, don't worry, this is all confidential, okay? Yes, but I will send you your results by text and email, alright? But obviously I will discuss this with you at the end. Yeah. Depending on the results, I could maybe offer you some advice or something like that. But hopefully what we've discussed at the beginning of this session, that may have helped you a little bit. But, you know, it takes time to change, you know. But don't worry. I'm going to be obviously measuring your ego, and I'm rather looking forward to it. I mean, just looking at you, I mean, you are kind of, you know, glowing bright, you know. Very bright. Oh, don't worry about it. Just be you. Excellent. Wonderful. Let's pop your name down. And your date of birth. Right, so right, please make sure that you are comfortable. Just make sure my tape measure is nice and warm. So I'm just going to start by having a look at you. Wow. Okay. I mean, I would say you're all in proportion, you know, the size of you. But I'm not too sure. I don't really want to offend you, but don't worry. I'll have to take some measurements from different places, and then I'm going to use my special formula, tally it all up, and then I will find out a percentage of your ego and let you know if you're, you know, have a big ego, a normal one, or a very low one. All right. Okay. Oh yes, we get very busy here. You'll be surprised. I know. Okay. Right, I just need you to just stay as you are. Try not to move too much. And we're going to take some measurements. Okay. A lot of these are going to be around your head and your face. Are you ready? Good. No, it's, you know, nothing to do with your actual size of the head, so don't worry about that. I'm not saying that you've got a big head or a small head or anything like that, so don't worry. Well, yes, I can kind of see why you're saying that, but I wouldn't worry about it too much, you know. Don't be silly, you'll be fine. Good. Sorry, I do like to concentrate, you know. That's the first lot of measurements done. I'm going to measure all the main features first, and then I'm going to measure your glow. Okay. Good. tricky with your forehead and your brows and your nose. So I'm just going to measure your cheek area. Now, if you can close your eyes for me to measure your eyes. You can open your eyes. Good to measure your chin. Oh, don't worry, you're getting on just fine. I'm just going to measure your upper lip. going to measure your jawline. Just your hairline. Do you know how tall you are? Alright. You can pop your arms out like that for me. The body measurements aren't so complex. You can relax. It's going to do your chest. Okay, and just a little bit further down your chest. Across your waist. And your hips. Around your thighs. To your calves. I'm going to measure your ankle. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, pop your foot like that for me. That's it, perfect like that. Okay, I'm going to pop that down. Thank you. And if you can pop that one down. Thank you. And pop your foot like that for me again. Thank you. And pop your foot back. Okay, so ankles. Can I have your wrists? Thank you. I want to do your hand span. Just going to measure that bit as well, like that. The other side. Thank you. And your hand span. Thank you. Great. And across that bit. Great. And you can relax. And that's that done. Excellent. So I'm going to measure the glow. I need to stand up. Just about reach. Right, okay. It's bigger than I thought it was, you know. Okay, I'm just going to measure the side of the glue. Better stand up again, actually. Right. Wow, definitely becomes more prominent, you know, when I start to measure. It's very strange. Yeah. Okay. Right. Well. Okay, so right. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Right. Right. Just need to use this now. Take a couple of extra other measurements, okay? So I'm just going to be pinching the skin. I won't hurt. Yeah. Let's see how. Yeah, definitely. Okay. See how it is. Okay, on your neck. Your arm. Your thigh. And your calf. Well, okay. I want you to keep nice and still for me, okay? Last little bit now. Don't worry, it washes off, you know. Okay, that's fine. That is the measurements complete. How was that for you? Oh, you found it quite relaxing? Well, that's good. Yeah. A lot of people do say that actually. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that. Great. Now I need to work out your ego measurement. Right. Okay. Now, I need utter silence for this, okay? I've got to concentrate. So, shh, 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 shh. No talking. Okay. Good. So that's all the measurements put in. So now I need to do the special formula. Okay. Shh, shh, shh. Please, no talking. This is very, very advanced stuff. Okay. Thank you. Just wait a moment. Oh yes, it's very technical. Mm-hmm. Let's wait a moment. Okay, that is just calculating. Yes, it's going quite high, you know. Oh well, we've just got to wait until it's finalised, you know. Okay. Now I think it's kind of going off the charts a little bit. Okay, finally we stopped. Just calm down a minute. Shh. Okay, so let's write that down. Oh, finally. Right. Okay, wait for a moment and then we will have our percentage. Okay, well, how do you think you did? Well, if you think having a huge ego good, then you definitely did good. But if you were hoping for a normal ego, it's kind of off the charts a little bit. I mean, we're looking at about 150% ego. Yeah, so obviously I've kind of rounded down to about 100, just because obviously we're off the charts and we're going above like 100, so 100%. So that means you have a absolutely gigantic, huge, massive ego. So those that said you have a huge ego, they're not wrong. I mean, they're probably slightly underestimated, but yeah. Ooh. Well, I've never quite seen anything like that, to be honest with you. No, I mean, I've had some big egos, but you know, normally about 80% maximum. But well, 150% is a little above my average. I mean, even 100% is, you know. Well, this is fascinating, actually. I could I could certainly write about you. Talk about you actually in a podcast, you know. Oh yes, I have a podcast, you know. I like to talk about my clinic. Yeah. Oh yes, on YouTube. Okay. Yeah. Oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry at all. Yeah, I mean, personally, I would suggest that you're honest with these people. I would definitely. That's a good starting point. That is my advice to you. So, go away and tell the people your percentage and the fact. I mean, look at that number there. Look at it. That number is absolutely huge. Okay, and what's your percentage? Yeah. Okay. So, if you tell them, and you know, see how it goes, how they react. I mean, they'll probably say, "I told you so," and the others will be slightly bit shocked, you know. But either way, don't worry about it. Be honest, okay? That's a good starting point. And maybe apologise for your behaviour. And, well, try to work on yourself a little bit. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that is a brilliant point. Yes. Yeah, okay, so I would definitely tone that down a little bit. Yeah? Maybe tweak the way you're going to say that. Yeah, see, that's the problem. But if I'm honest with you, it's a little bit narcissistic. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know your other personality traits to kind of analyse and kind of, recommend that you see a psychiatrist or something like that. I mean, you could have narcissistic personality disorder. I mean, you know, from what we've said, and the measurements are, you know, off the scale a little bit. That makes me think, you know, just how your presence is, and you know, how you're sitting. I mean, that glow that you've got around you is absolutely massive. It's one of the biggest I've ever seen. Oh yeah, shocking. It really is. It's quite fascinating, really. Lovely. Oh, well, this is what you come here for. You can't really judge me and moan at me, can you really? Because, well, you come here. You wanted me to measure your ego. Well, you know, that's what I do. Well, it's just, you know, you can work on yourself, I suppose. No, I don't offer counselling here. Sorry. No, I'm not trained or qualified or anything like that. Well, like I say, I offer a little bit of advice at the beginning of the session, you know, depending on what you tell me and things like that, but not really. I mean, normally I can give a little bit of advice, but this is a little bit beyond my kind of expertise. Yeah, I mean, when we start getting to the narcissistic side, it's a little bit advanced, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love your pride. I think it's great. And I love your positivity in yourself. I think that's great as well. But I just need to tone it down a little bit, just a little bit. Okay. And then eventually the glow will kind of like shrink and become a bit more normal. Yeah. Oh, well, it's always good because we don't want to see people that are dim. Okay. They've got total darkness around them. I mean, yours is definitely glowing. It's definitely not dark, and it's huge. But some people have got like a dark shadow around them, and then some people have huge dark shadows over them. But you, like I said, are very glowy. Yeah. But like I say, I love that you're positive about yourself. I love that you're expressive. I think you're a little bit probably blunt, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. I'm just gonna sign you out the system. Great. Well. Oh, well. You're very welcome, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, if you try to work on yourself, then I recommend you coming back and I can measure you again and see if you've shrunk a little bit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, that's right. Okay, okay. Shh, 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 shh. All right, all right. Shh, shh. I don't really have any tissues because, well, normally people don't cry. Yeah. I mean, that is a good starting point, actually, that you're crying and you're feeling a bit, remorseful. Yeah, that's quite a good thing, actually. Uh-huh. Yeah. All that helps, you see, that will help shrink it. Yeah, exactly. At least you're showing remorse a little bit, just a little bit, a little bit. Mm-hmm. Well, that's going to sort of have the opposite effect, isn't it? I mean, you start doing really well and then you kind of just flip again and go negative, Anyway, well, I'd love to stay in chat. I mean, oh, it's just just stop crying. Stop crying. Now, take nice deep breaths. With me. And one more. Okay, much better, much better, much better. Now, are you feeling all right? Good. Now, remember what I said. Okay, I'm going to talk to these people, just tell them the situation, okay? And then you're going to work on yourself. Maybe find a therapist, psychiatrist, or something like that that can do a personality assessment on you and things like that. That'd be really, really good. And then they'll be able to advise you and help you a little bit more. And then, when you're feeling ready, you can come back here and I can measure you again. Well, it was interesting meeting you anyway. And yeah, I've, got quite a lot to say about this appointment. But yeah, it's brilliant. And, thank you for coming in. My pleasure. Okay, well, I'll let you go. Just be careful on the way out that, you don't hit the door frame or anything and the edging. Oh, no. I'm not saying that you've got a big head or anything like that. I'm literally just like your ego's that big that it might scrape on the door and that. Never mind. Just be careful. Okay. Brilliant. You're very welcome, my lovely. You take care now. Bye-bye.